Mm. Okay, today we'll work on more about our personal stories, which is very much required if you want to be a good content writer or if you want to be um, a good communicator. Especially, you should know how to tell your stories. So that is something we are going to learn. Not only it will help you here as a content writer or website developer or any other position you want to pursue in future. Personal stories always help you to uh, clear your emotions and spread across, which is easy to connect with the people. Even if you write a book, you need a story. Even if you attend an interview, instead of telling, I am this, I did this degree, I am from this place. When you start with your personal stories, it will always help you to connect with the recruiter or HR manager, who are the interview person. Even in public speaking, if you want to be a public speaker, with if you might have seen or witnessed some of the powerful stories which all the great leaders or mentors start with. These stories always connecting to the people. That is how you also connect to the leader or your mentor or your person. So this helps you to bring the clarity. So that's why I'm keeping this session for the bring your own story. I think I mentioned to Sarika and Suchi that you can write about yourself. When I had a telephonic call, I did not get time to tell Srikanth. It's okay. Today we'll work on this. Okay. What are all the major key points we supposed to keep in mind when we start with the story? Very first thing, like in career map, I told, bring your personal story with the emotions. Okay. You start with the emotions. Emotions can be from the childhood. Can you see my screen, right?
Yes, sir, we can.
Okay. Okay. You- From the childhood, family background, then education. You start with your giving background, what have happened in your childhood, then come to the family, then come to the education. This is the first stage. Then mention your pain points, okay, or problems which you face during this phase. Then help people to understand how did you overcome this. Okay, definitely you might have faced some problems or challenges in your childhood or in during education. Now you cross the stage, right? How did you overcome that one? That is something you have to tell. Then the achievements or the success which you got after you solving those problems. Now you can also add here some examples or influencers name which you got inspired by the situation or by the people. Take examples, general examples is fine, and tell how it helped you. Now close with positive note how this will benefit others. Okay, this is the sequence you can follow. Whether you write an content, whether you speak on a stage, whether you attend an interview, just keep this in mind that you are covering all these aspects. It is not mandatory to have exactly like this, but follow. Just this is the best method to impress or have a very good personal story. So let me share the presentation back. We worked on personal clarity. Okay, I forgot to ask. Sarika has completed, I believe. Maybe you will have more clarity, Sarika, by time. For not only Sarika, everyone. What is the feeling when you start writing about your personal clarity in that sheet? How did you feel when you started feeling it? You can either type in a chat or maybe you can unmute and let me know. Suchi, if you filled that sheet, you can share also. Sarika says, was bit confused about myself, but later it bring clarity after. See, uh, yeah, this happens. It is quite normal. Even it will not get clarity immediately. This sheet, what you filling now, it will get more better by time. Means every 6 months or 1 year, you visit back this sheet. It will change. Now you can put a date in the column, today's date and year, and after 6 months, again attend the same sheet, same way with the empty cup mindset. You feel it again. You see the difference now. The person will change in you itself by time. This will always help you to get more clarity as you progress. Uh, okay, okay, no problem, no problem. Take time. Once again, you can work on it. As we progress, still you will be having time. You can still continue to update things. No problem. But it is a very good exercise to know yourself, right? So that is something is all about first sheet. Next week we'll work on your skills and passion. Then the brand career will start, the action and result, and the references. Okay. Now today's personal story. Like I mentioned just now, self-reflection and growth. Self-reflection is here about your childhood, the kind of growth or upbringing happened with you. Then emotional. Normally, you might observe when you write your personal story, two things will happen. One, you will connect emotionally yourself, and the healing starts. How many of you seen this movie Jab We Met? When Karina says Shahid Kapoor to write and flush the thing when he had a bad time. You try yourself. If you had a bad time or you want to forget something about your past, write it on a piece of paper, then read it. After that, tear it and flush it in a toilet and see the difference. It is a very different feeling and it helps you to heal also. Anyone tried about this anytime?
No, sir.
Okay. If you try this, because writing about yourself, it will not only connect you to emotionally, but also it will help you to heal.
So
Okay.
I have tried back like several times. I have tried this. Like I used to write things, which
Mm-hmm.
is like affecting me. And then I used to, like, after a few days, I just throw it into dustbin or somewhere else.
Yeah. How was the feeling that time? You feeling good right that time?
Random, I feel like, because I used to throw it after a few days, that's why I feel like I
Uh,
have grown something in myself. Like, it's just a small petty problem for it was a petty problem for me, but in my head I have made it huge. So later I realized it was a small problem, and when I saw it, I used to laugh on myself.
Mhm. Yeah. Try this often. It will really help you. Now you are going to write your own stories because this stage is very important. Uh, when you bring your writings out, you supposed to connect yourself first, know what actually you are, then it will help. So okay, we'll go next. Uh, Not only writing helps you to get emotionally connected, definitely you will enhance your communication skills. And when you write and share, you can start building connections. And once you write and publish somewhere, it becomes a memory, right? You can leave a legacy behind. So personal stories are very important in your career. Please fill the sheet in the second sheet. Now it is about personal story, and start inspiring and get motivated. That is the idea to give this exercise. Important points to consider: craft a compelling headline. Before you start, come up with a nice headline. What is this story is all about? You can give your name, you can give some name which is connecting to you more. Use as a headline one, H1, then give a short line, which is again connecting to your story. Moment someone reads this short hook line, they should know that what is this story is all about, what they are going to read. This is the second thing you have to keep in mind. Third, now you clearly define what is the story is all about, like from childhood to till whatever the stage you reach now in a normal text. Tell the story with clarity and emotion. Do not forget to bring the sequence: pain, problems first, then you can add solutions or steps you taken, then dreams or success, what is accomplished later. Keep this sequence, then give an examples or solutions, or give an influence, or if you got inspired by someone, you want to become like that, you can include that. And with the clear call to action. What is call to action? CTA. Like once someone connects you with your story, what they have to do? You can give them to come to your place. Your place is either you having your own group, either you having your own book, either you having your own whatever the social media you want them to connect you or follow you. Use relevant hashtags when you especially publishing this post in LinkedIn or any social media platform which you like to post in future. So for a practice purpose, start writing in this Excel sheet. Next week, I will ask you to publish in the social medias and you will see the difference. Okay. We'll work on this again. If you now, this is what I wanted to give you so far. Mm, the idea to start writing your personal story. And what else if I have to share it? Okay. Now, anyone ready with your personal story? Would you like to share something here? And feel free to share because this is a platform now you can share with uh, here internally before we go to public. You will feel better when you tomorrow actually you are going to share. If you want to practice, you can do. Anyone want to share your stories? Okay, no problem. I can understand. Let me go with my story. Can I have a permission to share my story? Okay, no problem. Now you are saying no, but you are supposed to learn this skill. Storytelling is a high income skill. I am going to tell you. When you learn this, you will make a lot of difference in your career. It will start from your intro itself. Okay, no problem. I will share my story. Okay, very first time when I started writing, this was the writing I did. When I written when my mentor, when I asked me to write my story, this is how I written. Okay, so now like what I am asking you to, you can also start writing. Okay, let me start about myself. My story it starts from childhood, like I told you. From childhood, I am a kid who normally having lot of day, who wants to go without any hesitation or without any think, no double thinking. Just directly, I used to go to my friends, go to my play, go to the school, everywhere, wherever there is a chance to come in the first place, I am always there. Uh, I will give you one example where one of the dare things I did. It is very fun and really good. That time there was a in the school field we used to play cricket with our friends. There was a one bus. Uh, we challenge ourselves that who will jump from the bus. You know what is the height of the bus? It is very top. Nobody dare to do that. Then said I challenge myself. I jumped from the bus and luckily I did not break my legs. But I did that. You know that type of kid. I never hesitate to do anything. But I used to enjoy that with my friends when I'm doing. That was not knowing by my mom and my home side because I am doing all these crazy things outside. But unfortunately, the kind of kid I was until 8 years was different. When I first time lost my dad, when I am at 8, it was very setback to me. The kind of funny, the craziness, the talkative kid was earlier, and I completely become opposite. I become completely silent when I lost my dad because we supposed to face lot of challenges, the school fees, the even the daily food was challenging for us when we lost him. That was the kid, and this was the kid he become later. That happens with me when my mother started tailoring, started upbringing ourselves. We are three, two sisters and me. Uh, I could not believe that what has happened, but I have to face this challenge, right? My mother also struggling. I can see even for a small pencil eraser, we supposed to struggle. That was the days. Then after a few days, it was become common. I started facing these challenges. I took these challenges while I study. I started working. Even at the age of 12, 14, I started to go to work during holidays. That's why I could not study more. I able to go till 10th. Then there was a challenge. When there is 10th standard results came, I am totally unsure about my future. I don't know what career I will pursue. Where my friends are already planned, went to the summer occasions, and they're going for the colleges. Definitely, they know what is their path, career path. But I am blank because I know my mother cannot afford college fees, so I'm struggling there. only way to get some money for going for the work, and that was the career I'm thinking. But luckily, my results came good. My sisters and my mother discussed. They said, if I am a failed student, if I am a not a boy who is not studying well and he's doing all masti, that was not a I am kid. So they told, if he since he is interested in study, let him go to the some degree so that he study something, it will help him. Then I joined diploma. Somehow my mother managed to arrange fees. Then I went to the diploma, completed. Here, after completing 3 years of diploma, immediately I left the place and went to the Bangalore. From Shimoga was the place where I completed my studies, started working in Bangalore. Initial 4 months was very difficult. I'm having 10 rupees meals per day. Even for a month, I'm not having food properly until I get my first job. After getting my first job, then the career actually starts. From here, junior engineer to become a manager of last 15 years, career was not easy. Lots of up down, lot of things has happened. Then in last 2022, I found my passion in writing. I invested myself, I invested in learnings, I invested in self development. Now I am here to help you or help others to build their career. Whatever happened with me, it should not happen with others. That was the idea. Writing these 2 books, Find You in You for self clarity and See You in You for finding your passion, building career, and making a lot of paisa out of it. So this was my story. Now we are here. Of course, many more things going to come in my future. I expect you guys to get benefit from me, learn from me, then build your brand career. Hope everyone will get success. Okay, that was my story. Hope I did not bore you much. Okay. So this is how you can start sharing your own stories. Now, this is one way I shared you. There are many styles, many ways we can share our stories. Same thing, you have to put this into now writing in a crisp manner. That is the assignment for you next until next session. It is already I mentioned a one sheet for dedicatedly for your personal stories, like everyone having the second sheet as your personal story. Please write this one here. If you're having any challenges, let me know, because after you completing this personal story section, we will get into the writing part, which is also important. After skills and passion, then we'll go to the writing part. Is it clear so far?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Any questions or anything you would like to ask? Maybe you can. Clear. Okay. Okay. Make sure that you, if you are not filled the first sheet, please complete that as well. Uh, Deadline. Okay. Deadline is next session will be on Monday. So you have a good 3 days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Okay. One personal sheet. Second, Your story you have to write and update. Okay, one more thing important. Do not download the sheet from the drive, because once you download, it will be only you can see, and you cannot again give me the updated one. Again, you have to copy and paste to the drive. So if I have to correct your stories and if I have to see, I need you to all the things you update directly on the drive, because that is the complete sheet. In next 3 months, you are going to fill it. It will be recorded as our document. So 3 days: Friday, Saturday, Sunday. First sheet, second sheet, and third one is, if you not read or downloaded still the find you new book, please go ahead and download, and that also you read. The whatever I shared today's story is also in the written form. I have written in a different manner, which will help you also to write your own stories or content. The it may be different style. The narrative style is different, so you can get an one fair idea from the book as well. Okay, is it clear? If there is no questions, we can end this session.
Sir, I
Hmm.
have a so
Hmm.
like I'm not very much interested in like writing stories on myself, rather than I'm like interested to write stories on some other things like other character
Hmm.
create not on myself, but I like to like write stories about new characters that I create that I've seen or somewhere that I'm getting inspired from somewhere.
Like what? Is it fictional one, or you or someone else personal story?
Like not someone else's personal story, but it might be inspired from someone else, and I might add up some spice in it. Like it will be going in some way. I might add some situations and circumstances to that, and then it will be going so much interesting in that. So I'm interested to write that kind of stories actually. So I've also written one previously, like something about psychological issues and all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mm, okay, good. That is your
yeah,
one way
that's
to
yeah.
write, but somewhere down the line, you should know and you should have clarity about yourself, whether you going to share that story tomorrow or not. Still, I recommend you to complete it, because moment you start writing about yourself, you will get a different feeling and clarity there.
Okay,
Once you complete that, you will come back and say me, okay, that was a very good exercise.
yes, sir.
Okay, please
Yeah,
go ahead and fill the sheet. We'll see in the next session.
okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, fine. So thank you. We'll see you on Monday again. Take care.